Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Carl Ghomeshi, and we are going to be joined tonight by our guest, shock comedian. His name is Johnny Rock. You may have heard of him. Welcome to the show, Johnny.
Hey, man. Thanks for having me.
I have to admit that Johnny is known for his controversial act. Tonight's show is 21 plus, and viewer discretion is definitely advised. I have to admit that I was a little hesitant to have Johnny on this evening because he is quite controversial. Have to be honest, but
oh, come on, don't be afraid, Carl.
The show is called Hard Issues, so I'm going to ask Johnny, please behave this evening.
I'll do my best.
All right, but thanks for joining us. So those of us who joined us last night know that the topic was SOPA, and what appears to be on people's minds these days is freedom of speech. And so continuing with that vein, we have our guest this evening who will be discussing freedom of speech. We invite your phone calls, 510-306-1097, and also Twitter. You can see our feed running on your screen. And our Twitter is @HardIssues. And we also have a chat window this evening. If you click on the arrow on the right-hand side of your screen, a chat window will open up, and you can chime in there as well. So, Johnny, I'm wondering if maybe we just go right to a phone call.
Yeah, sure, man, sure.
Thanks for joining us on Hard Issues. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, man. I just got something to say about the SOPA. Is that all right?
Sure. Let's get that one out of the way. That was last night's topic, but sure. What's your comment?
Okay. All right. This is what I got to say.
Let's get that one out of the way. That was last night's topic, but sure.
Okay. All right. This is what I got to say.
What's going?
Okay. So, Johnny, basically, let's talk a little bit about your act. You are a stand-up comedian, currently touring across the country.
Sorry, I'm having a hard time. I think there's still a call open. I can't hear you.
Yo, you teach me how to Dougie?
Thank you.
Okay.
I can hear you now.
All right, my apologies. So, Johnny, you are touring across the country, and your act is quite... it's been seen as controversial, crude, racism. There's been protests set up at some of the venues you've performed at. How do you react to that?
You know, not a whole lot, man. I'll tell you, I just... it's just really about comedy and having fun. I mean, I don't know what else more to say. I mean, if you don't fucking like it, you don't have to tune in, you know? You don't have to go to the show. No one's forcing anybody to do anything. We're just, you know, I'm just about fucking telling some jokes and you know, kicking back with my act and with my fans, you know.
Okay. We're going to go to the phones now. Welcome to Hard Issues. Go ahead, caller.
Nigger, nigger. Nigger, 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 nigger.
We have... we're going to go to...
man, that's what I'm talking about. He gets it's his fucking freedom of speech. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can't be afraid of this kind of shit.
Okay, we're going to ask our callers to tone it down. This is a 21 plus edition of the show, but we still...
What do you mean tone what down? That's cool, man. It's all jokes. It's all for comedy. It's freedom of speech, and that's what a big part of what my show is. Saying nigger, saying chink. You know what I mean? It's all funny, man.
We're going to go to Luke in Sacramento. Go ahead.
Hello?
Welcome to Hard Issues. Do you have a question or comment for our guest?
I just want to talk to you a little bit about this freedom of speech thing.
Okay.
It's just, I feel like freedom of speech is kind of a really iffy topic. I think the forefathers had a very good idea of freedom of speech, but I think they didn't take into account what could happen later, such as the Westboro Baptist Church.
Okay.
And I actually like to hear what your guest has to say about the Wethrow Baptist Church.
All right, are you familiar with that, Johnny?
Can't say I am. Can't say I am, Carl. What, enlighten me, caller.
Pardon my language, but it is a church that protests, soldiers' funerals, saying God hates fags, gay sex is sin, and again, pardon my language.
Yeah, no, I know what he's talking about. No, I mean, that's kind of extremist behavior. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, freedom of speech, like for me, it's not, there's no hate involved. If I'm up on stage and I'm making a racist joke or something off color or going off on, swearing or something like that. I mean, at the end of the day, it's about comedy. It's about having fun. And I think that's the real difference there, is that we're not, there's no hate, I may make a joke about a nigger or a chink or a gook or something like that, but it's all.
Johnny, I'm going to ask you to just tone down the racial slurs.
Hey man, if you invited me to be on your show, okay?
I know they're part of your act, but on this forum, we ask that you can find some other term for other races.
Oh, right, man. Okay.
And
maybe instead of niggers, say Negro.
Yeah, and we're talking about freedom of speech, eh? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I can try and do that there for you, Carl.
okay.
And also, I kind of want to. I think there shouldn't be any freedom of speech, really. I mean, if you want to say any fucking shit you want to say, just do it, bitch!
Okay. All right. Well, you can tell what kind of evening this is going to be.
Well, that's the kind of thing that we do, I do.
But this is hard issues, and we're not afraid to tackle the hard issues. So once again, we have a little bit of a disclaimer tonight that things might get a little raucous, but 510-306-1097. Twitter is @hardissues. Go ahead, caller. Do you have a question for Johnny Rock?
Hey, are you the fucker that stole my quad?
All right. So Johnny, why don't you give us an example of your act? Why don't you give us a little bit of a sampling of what people could expect when they see one of your stand-up acts?
Well, I mean, it's a bit of everything. I mean, I'm not going to get into my whole routine here, but I mean, it's a lot of racial jokes. It's poking fun at a lot of racial stereotypes. I mean, whether chink drivers are brutal behind the wheel, or I mean how Negroes are always stealing. It's all playing off racial stereotypes. How Indians don't like working. It's a lot of just rapid fire kind of jokes like that, and just making fun of the different races out there, and how Jews are always cheap, like stuff like that.
Well, I can see how that could be quite controversial, though, especially in this day and age where that type of thing is definitely frowned upon. And people are paying to see this, I understand.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, a lot of people pay to see this. I mean, I think a lot of people get it,
Okay, we're gonna.
Why are there only 2 pallbearers at a Nig's funeral? Huh? Because there's only 2 handles on a garbage pail.
See, that's the kind of thing. All right, we have a caller on the line.
I got a question.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yo, you there?
Yeah, I can hear you, caller, just barely.
Yo.
Okay, we're having audio issues with that one. We're going to go to our next call. We got a few lined up. Welcome to Hard Issues. Do you have a question for Johnny Rock?
No, but I think Johnny's pretty awesome.
Okay.
Thanks, brother.
Have you seen Johnny's act, caller? Oh, okay. I think he hung up. We're gonna go to the next call. Welcome to Hard Issues.
Yo, I just gotta say that Johnny's a motherfucking badass, and I advocate 100% for freedom of speech.
Okay. Are you
Thanks, man.
familiar with Johnny's act?
No, I'm not. I'm just watching the show. I mean, a friend told me to watch it on Facebook, and just tell me about Johnny. I want to know about Johnny.
Well, Johnny, why don't you tell our viewers about yourself?
Well, I don't know what else to say, man. I mean, just like to poke a lot of fun.
Hold on. Fuck you! Keep it down, asshole! I gotta practice my freedom of speech with my hoe.
Fucking rights, man. Yeah. No, he gets it. Yeah, I don't know. Just about, not having so many, worrying about offending so many people. I mean, people need to realize if you don't like it, tune out. This is.
I know. I say fuck those assholes.
That's right. Thanks, man. Thank you.
Yo, no, nigga. Anytime you got it. Anytime. My dick is hard for you.
Okay, so we, with freedom of speech in mind, we are allowing to 21 plus internet broadcasts tonight on CVT. So anyone under the age of 21, please leave. We're going to continue on. We do have tweets coming in at Hard Issues, and also your phone calls. So, Johnny, what do you say to the protests that have been popping up at some of your shows?
There's always going to be negativity everywhere. They're trying to stop me from doing what I do, and I can't be bothered by it. I'm going to keep on going. For every protest that I see, telling me that I shouldn't be saying gook or chink or nigger on my performances, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to do twice as much. You can't let these fucking things get in your way, and at the end of the day, it's about making people laugh, not about what some people say.
I have a question for you, but I'm going to take this call first, and then I'm going to ask my question. Go ahead, caller. You're on Hard Issues.
Shit. Hi. I have Tourette syndrome, and I'm mistaken, and I think this. Fuck you, shit. I think it gets mistaken in different ways than I'd like it to, and I just think that people need to understand that Tourette syndrome is not fuck shit. That it's not funny, and it hurts us. I can't go to church anymore. Shit, Carl Ghomeshi, shit. I'm sorry.
Okay, so my question for you, Johnny, is I'd like to know who makes the bulk of your audiences. For example, on any given night, would you see African Americans in your crowds, or East Indians, or Chinese, anything like that?
Yeah, of course. I mean, we see all different types in the audience. There's black folks out there. There's Indians. There's Chinese people out there. There's a bit of everything. There's white folks out there. I mean, we're all there. We don't really. There's no race check at the door. You know what I'm saying?
But what I'm saying is,
all.
with the type of jokes you tell and the racial nature, are there how do African Americans, for example, react to your show during a performance?
Oh, I mean, you mean when I make fun of them?
Or yeah, well, them or another or any other given race.
Well, I mean, for the most part, I mean, everybody there is there to have a good time. I mean, and if you can't laugh at yourself, what can you laugh at?
Okay, all right.
I've seen, I've seen African Americans in sitting in the seats, and I'm up there cracking a joke of how they always be stealing, and they're laughing. They know it's true.
Okay. Pardon me. We're going to move along now, going back to the phones. We have another caller on the line. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, thanks for joining us this evening. Do you have a question for Johnny?
Yeah, actually, I just wanted to know if he hates niggers too.
So this.
You see, I mean, that's all fun, and that's what I'm talking about. Like that's all, that's just joking around.
But there's a lot of people who would think that quite strong. Like that is strong language.
Well, then I'd say they need to relax. I mean,
some could.
Because I could sit up here saying, yeah, I hate niggers too, you know.
But some could arguably
like,
interpret that as hate.
Let me just finish, okay? Like when I get up here, you know, and up on stage, you know, I'm playing a character. These are all things that I may not necessarily feel, but I mean, for the sake of comedy, playing a character that hates niggers is just a character.
Please refrain.
Sorry, okay. Sorry, well, hating blacks, okay? It's
because
just the character.
If you're playing a character on stage, are you playing a character right now? Because why are you using that word now, here appearing as yourself?
Well, because the caller that called in was joking around, and I was just playing and joking with him. Me in my personal life, no, I do not hate blacks.
Okay.
I do not hate any race.
Moving on to our next call.
I just don't like some of them. Just kidding, man.
Yeah, dude.
Go ahead. Do you have a comment tonight on freedom of speech or Johnny's act?
Well, yeah, I kind of think that, like, people with Asperger's and, like, I don't know, man. It kind of sucks. And I think that we really have to start taking control in America and send people like that to re-education camps, man.
What do you think of what you've heard from Johnny so far? Do you agree with it, or does this type of talk offend you?
Johnny kind of sucks balls, bro. I don't know. I mean, as an American citizen and as a patriot, I mean, I served in the United States Marine Corps. I did 8 tours back to back at Camp Leatherneck, and I think that he can suck my balls. And I totally disagree with his comments, bro.
All right. Well, that's our first comment in the negative column for Johnny Rock.
And that's the way it's going to be, man. I mean, it's, you know, it's not for everybody, and I got to respect that too.
All right.
You better respect it.
Well, thank you, caller, and thank you for your years of service in the military.
Yeah, that sounds really awesome, by the way. It's really cool.
What's your views on the military, Johnny?
Well, I've never served. You know, I've not done any time, but you know, I have respect for folks who do. I mean, for some people, it's a life choice, and you know, and I got to respect that too. But I also make fun of it as well. I mean, it's all part of the act. And you know, well, have I made jokes at the army and the men of the army? Yeah, you damn right I have, and I still will.
Okay. We've got a couple more calls lined up, and a reminder: our Twitter. They're scrolling across the screen. It's at Hard Issues. And to our next caller we go. Go ahead, caller.
Hey, what's up?
Not too much.
Does he want me to jerk off on his face?
I guess that'd be hard to do over a phone, but next caller, go ahead.
Yeah. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I would like to talk about America's nigger problem and how setting up camps would be an appropriate solution to the nigger problem.
I agree. I do agree that we have a nigger problem.
I'd ask both of you to stop using that word.
I think.
Okay, I agree with you, caller. I say we do have a bit of a Negro problem. Now, where do you? Now, let me ask you, caller. Where do you feel that problem starts? Like, what's causing this problem?
I think the problem is when I'm driving on the fucking freeway and they're about 10 feet from a fucking exit and they decide to take it. Well, I'm in my van with all my kids.
Exactly. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so I found that nigger family. I burned down their house with a cross.
Okay, we're going to go on to our next caller. Go ahead.
Well, see, well, no, what? Like, what'd you let go of that caller for?
Because that's getting a little harsh.
Hello?
It's comedy, man. Like, that's what you don't. You see, that's what you guys don't understand is that we're all just joking around here.
Burning down.
You think he actually burned a cross in the yard? Probably not.
He probably did.
He said he burned the whole house down.
Oh, you need to come back to reality here, man. He's just joking.
Seriously, I mean, it's just a fucking joke.
Okay, so you think that jokes like that are acceptable then?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, when somebody tells a racist joke, do you think they're actually racist? Do you think they actually hate niggers, chinks? I don't know.
Exactly. That's the point that I'm saying. Like, when we're making fun, when I'm on my act and I'm making fun of chinks and niggers, you know what I mean? It's for comedy. There's no hate. It's just fun. I mean, you know, white people are funny too. We're all funny. We all do stupid shit, and we all, you know. What do you call a bench full of white guys? The NBA, you know.
Yeah, that's a good one. I got one too. Wait. Why are the palms of black people white? Because everybody has a good side to them.
Woohoo!
Exactly, Carl, man. We're all just, you know, he gets it. And like, the American needs to understand this. The freedom of speech. We're just joking around. You need to relax.
I got another one. This one's not racist, but it's offensive. What's the difference between a pile of rocks and a pile of dead babies?
You can't fuck a pile of rocks?
Yep, that's right.
I think he's familiar with your material, Johnny. All right. We apologize to anyone who might be offended by this, but again, we told you going into it, it was going to be like this. And I think the real issue here is, are these just jokes, or is this truly offensive? Like, how do these races react to this? Would you react to this just as a joke, or is this something more? So that's the question we ask.
Take a break
tonight, and we're gonna give Johnny a break, and our viewers, callers who are lined up, please stay on the line. We'll be back momentarily. Okay, welcome back to Hard Issues. My name is Carl Ghomeshi, and our guest tonight is shock comic Johnny Rock. So I'd like to remind everybody that we do have a chat this evening. If you click to the right of your video window, a chat will pop up, and you're welcome to comment there. As well, Twitter at Hard Issues, and those are scrolling across your screen. And of course, your phone calls 510-306-1097. Actually, speaking of which, we have a couple calls lined up, waiting through the break. Thanks for your patience. Go ahead, you're on the air.
Hey, asshole, I wasn't fucking kidding about burning that nigger's house down. They fucking...
Alright, so before we go on any further, even though it's a 21-plus show tonight, we are trying to keep it civil. So if you want to let a little language go, that's okay. And we have a controversial topic tonight. But we ask you to really tone it down. I don't want to hear any slurs, and I don't want to hear any F-bombs or anything like that. So even though it's an adult program this evening, we still want to keep it civil here and mature. So we're going to move on with that in mind and take our next call. Go ahead.
Hello?
Thanks for joining us.
I think we are forgetting the problem with the Schweinhund. Wir müssen die Juden ausrotten. I think we are forgetting the problem with the...
Alright, that is the worst accent I have ever heard.
Hey, Carl.
Yeah.
What's the difference between a nig and a snow tire?
What?
A snow tire doesn't sing when you put chains on it.
So are those really the kind of jokes you're doing in your stand-up? I mean,
that just popped into my head.
I can't say I'm familiar with too many stand-up comedians in an act who will go, "Hey, audience, what's the difference between a whatever and a whatever?" And then everyone goes, "Whoa!" And then you reveal the punch. I mean,
I can't get into a whole fucking routine online. I gotta, you know what I mean? It takes time. You build it up and you set it up. I'm just shooting a couple one-liners. Your show seems to be a little bit dull. There.
Well,
just calling it how I see it, Carl. I mean, I mean, I may go up, tell knock jokes, but you're, you know, sitting there in front of a fucking TV or whatever you're doing.
Well, this show is about the issues, and
you asked me to be on the show. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
But it is a serious current issue program. It's not for entertainment. So if some find it a little bit dull, well, then they can maybe go watch 30 Rock or something like that. But what this is here is a news topic discussion. And with that in mind, we're going to take our next call. Go ahead.
Hi, I got a joke for you. What's the difference between a Canadian asshole and a hippie bastard?
Oh, by what?
I don't know. I'm still looking for a punchline.
It's good, though. You're off to a good start. It's good.
Welcome to Hard Issues, caller. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I would, there's been a lot of requests on Twitter for this. I would like to hear a joke from your guest.
All right,
Okay.
Here's a guess.
Let's hear another example of this this comedian's so-called humor.
Okay. Do you ever wonder why there aren't any Mexicans in Star Trek, caller?
Sometimes.
Yes, because they don't work in the future either.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Hey, here's a good one. How do you make a baby cry twice?
Go ahead. I don't know.
You wipe your bloody cock on.
All right, we're going to go on to the next. You're with Carl.
See, Carl, man, you need to relax, man. See, that was. Why did you even cut that call off?
That's highly offensive.
To who? That's freedom of speech, man.
Right.
Exactly, caller. You hear me?
What's your opinion, caller?
Well, my opinion is that your show kind of looks like CNN, but a whole lot shittier.
I'll say I agree.
Well, we do our best with what we have here. We are an internet-based show. We're not a network TV show. We have probably 1/1000th of the budget of CNN, and so we do our best. It's all about the issues.
So that's why you stole their entire template to the shit they made, right? Oh, about your show's title, Hard Issues. Is that some sort of reference to the dildo in your ass?
That's a lively program tonight. We're gonna move on.
So, speaking of that, there, Carl, what is the address? Does this show have a website? Is it hardissues.com?
Well, funny. It's hosted actually on a local in the Bay Area. It's sponsored.
Because I went to hardissues.com, and I'll tell you, this show was nowhere to be found.
No, it's actually hosted richardburnish.com/issues. So it's an offshoot. The hosting is provided by, if you can believe this, a local religious group. And I imagine after a show like this, their funding is not going to last much longer in terms of our hosting. We might be like Hard Issues GoDaddy or something like that next week. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, next call. Go ahead.
Hi, I got a joke. What's the difference between Eric Clapton and a dead baby?
What?
My dick isn't in Eric Clapton's mouth.
Okay. Now,
You see, you're laughing, Carl. I saw you. You're laughing.
I'm
you know
laughing.
what I'm saying? You find that funny. So I don't know why you're sitting there pretending like that isn't funny.
I'm laughing.
So you're being a bit of a fucking hypocrite.
I'm laughing at the absurdity of this because this is supposed to be an issues program, okay?
Yeah.
And what's happening here is it's turned into like a joke fest. Hey, I got a joke. What do you call? That's not. Here's a joke for everybody. What do you call a internet broadcast that tackles today's relevant issues? And the punchline: hard issues. All right, we're gonna go, and that's no joke. So we're gonna go to our next call. Do you have a comment about freedom of speech?
Oh, excuse me, let me mute the show real quick. Oh, okay. Right here. First of all, your little comment on your joke about hard issues. Yeah, this is kind of a giant ass joke about this tackling any sort of issue at all. All you're doing is poking fun of it. And on a real news show, the anchors would be forced to be unopinionated. And you're just sitting there as biased as can be with your dildo up your ass, and you just can't fucking... God, I'm just so distracted.
You see, Carl, am I telling him to say this? I don't think so.
I'm
not alone in this.
I am allowed to have an opinion. Nobody said this was that I am just an unbiased moderator. Have you ever seen? I hate to refer to, and I'm not trying to put us in the same class, but say the Pierce Morgan show, or prior to that the Larry King show. I mean, those people had opinions. This wasn't just. I'm not just going to be a unbiased moderator here. I do have my opinion.
I'm not saying you shouldn't have your opinions, and I don't think the caller's saying that either. But you can't be sitting there hypocritical as saying that I shouldn't be making jokes about chinks and stuff like that in the meantime when I catch you laughing at them.
Well, I'm just laughing because this funny thing happened. There was a new Mexican restaurant that opened up tonight, and I went down there, and it took half an hour before anyone even said hi to me, and I walked out. And I'm going to take another call now. Go ahead.
All right, let's get this straight. Freedom of speech is important, and nobody should try to keep anybody else from saying what they want.
Okay. So what are you saying, caller, is that if this man is doing these comedy routines, and everybody, he's well known, so everybody knows what he's doing. If they want to pay their money and watch this, they're entitled to. Is that where you're coming from?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Yeah. Thank you, caller.
All right.
mean,
before I go.
Yep.
John, you think I could ask you or tell you a joke?
Sure. Yeah, you got a joke for me?
Yeah. What do you call an asshole in a fishy suit? Carl Ghomeshi.
Yeah, I'll say. What do you call an asshole in a $5 suit? That's what he said. Carl Ghomeshi.
I heard.
What did Abe Lincoln say after a 3-day drunk?
What?
I said, who free? You know what I'm saying?
Terrible. It's terrible. Some may want to, believe it or not, there's people who want to pay to hear this. Not me, though. Not me. I wouldn't pay to hear this garbage.
Well, you don't have to. You don't have to. We don't want you there anyway, man.
Go ahead. You're on hard issues. Carl, go
Yeah,
ahead.
I got a joke. You want to hear my joke?
Well, I'd prefer if you had a comment about our subject tonight.
Okay, can I tell my joke and then add my comment?
Go ahead.
Okay, here's my joke. Women's rights. I mean...
Now that is a fucking joke.
All right, so that's another thing I guess you can add to your repertoire since you laughed at that. So
hey,
we understand that you make fun of, in addition to other races, women, homosexuals.
Well,
what I'd like to know is who is actually in your audience. Is there anyone in your audience who is untouched by your...
oh, no, not at all. I mean, we make fun of women.
We're going to move on to the next call. Go ahead.
Hi, I have a question.
Okay.
I'm just wondering, why does it seem that your entire fan base dislikes you?
Did you catch that one? Why does your entire fan base
Dislike you.
dislike you?
Is he referring to me or is he referring to Carl Ghomeshi?
Both.
Okay.
Well, we have quite a strong fan base at Hard Issues. I can assure you of that. We receive over 700 emails a day, and our viewership is quite high. Now, in terms of Johnny, my understanding is he actually has sold out venues.
Really?
Yeah, believe it or not, I find it hard to believe in this day
I
and
don't
age.
believe it, actually. Yeah, I don't believe it myself.
And is this because of the nature of his comedy, or?
Yeah, I mean, it's really kind of out there and disturbing.
I would agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a hard issue either. And I mean, I've been watching for pretty much since this show started, and I haven't seen one bit of actual discussion going on about anything.
Well, the hard issue, sir, is that is freedom of speech, and I believe that's at the core of the values of just about every American. So that's the thing here. Is this an example of freedom of speech? Should this be allowed, or should certain things be censored? Where do we draw the line?
Well, I mean, I don't know. That's a pretty good question, but I mean, obviously this is free speech, so you should be allowed to, say his views. But
Okay.
I really don't want to listen to it.
So even though you find this quite offensive, you feel that he should have the right to have this kind of an act.
Well, of course. I mean, why do you think that you have the right to say stupid shit all over the internet?
Well, I think that most people would agree that the type of things I say versus what Johnny's saying, there's quite a difference in terms of being offensive and things of that nature.
Who are you talking about? What people?
Well, just our general audience, for example. We've had people chime in on both sides. Some feel it's offensive.
Yeah, but I mean, 90% of your general audience has called in with dead baby jokes and shit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But what about just the general? Take 100 random people and pull them out of the general population.
I see about 99 of them are people calling in trying to fuck with you, and the other 1% sits there laughing at it.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much for calling in. We appreciate that. Do you have any comments about that, Johnny?
No, man. I mean, you can do your show. I mean, obviously you're in charge here. You can do things how you want, and if you prefer to not find these jokes funny, you don't have to tell them.
Okay. We have another. Go ahead. We have another caller on the line.
All right. I'm actually a long-time fan. I've actually liked you guys, or actually just you, Carl, for about maybe a day.
Okay.
Now, I haven't really seen any hard issues. What exactly are you guys talking about tonight? Because
well,
I really kind of lost me.
We're talking about freedom of speech. We have with us a shock comedian who's quite controversial, and I guess what we're talking about here is where do you draw the line? Should this comedian be allowed to say whatever he wants, or regardless of the material, or
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Okay.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
All right.
Exactly. That's my point too. I mean, you don't like it, man. You can always don't come to the shows. Don't buy my albums, and just don't participate. There's no one's forcing you to like, the racist humor that I like to do. I mean, it's all joking. It's all freedom of speech.
You look a lot like Frank Zappa.
Zappa man.
Fucking awesome.
Thanks, man.
All right. Well, that's another caller chiming actually in favor of, I suppose, free speech at all costs, and in favor of Johnny Rock's act. And I know he has quite a following, so we could very well be getting some of those callers this evening. But at any rate, regardless of who you are, we welcome your opinion.
Take a break.
And okay, we're going to take a break now. Callers, we have 3 callers lined up. Please stay on the line, and we'll be back after just a moment. Thank you. All right, we are back on Hard Issues. Carl Ghomeshi is my name, and pardon me, Chris Kirkland is our producer. and we're here on CVT Live with shock comic Johnny Rock.
Hey, everybody.
We're going to go to another call here. Go ahead, caller.
Hi, Carl. I have a heart issue of my own.
Okay.
I've had an erection for over 4 hours, and I don't know what to do.
You might want to look at the phone number on the back of your bottle of pills there, on the back of your bottle of Viagra, and give them a call and see if they can attend to that. All right. So we've heard from a lot of different folks here chiming in. Surprisingly, a lot of them seem to be in favor of absolute free speech and also this type of humor that that Johnny Rocks uses at his shows.
Let me ask you this, all right? What do you think, Carl, is the most confusing day in Harlem?
What?
Father's Day.
All right.
I'm going to get you, man. At the end of this, we're going to break you down. You're going to be laughing at these.
We're going to take another call now. Live. Go ahead.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Pretty good. I'm wondering, what's this debate supposed to be? What's the discussion supposed to be going on?
Tonight's hard issue is freedom of speech when it comes to humor. Should racial humor be allowed? Is that a form of free speech?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Are you familiar with the material of Johnny Rock, our guest?
Yeah, I'm actually a really big fan of his.
Okay, and so this type of thing, it doesn't offend you then?
Of course not. No, I'm a big follower of him. He's
okay.
Well, thank you.
one of my favorite comedians. Actually, that's why I called him.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? You know, saying Carl, there's like people appreciate good comedy now. I mean, without boundaries. I mean, you think in this age that we'd be past all of this, that we can't.
Whatever he just said is not true.
Okay, go expand on that, caller.
Well, mainly because he's not funny. I mean, if it was funny, people would like it and listen to it and not care. I mean, if it wasn't some like Googled racist jokes that he Googled and got out of a joke book.
So I'm a little bit confused. Are you now saying that he's not funny, or you're just saying if somebody wasn't funny?
No, he's not funny.
Oh, okay. Well, you had just said you were a big fan of his.
Yeah, that was a joke. That was a funny joke.
Okay. All right. Go on, caller.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I would just like to, excuse me there for a second. I just had to clear something out of my throat. You know, it's the cold season, you know, you're gonna get a little bit of that. And, sorry, I just kind of went on there a little bit. I kind of do ramble a little bit. It's kind of stupid, but anyway, the reason I'm talking is shit. Oh yeah, you see the guy Johnny Rock, who's was being covered up by a telephone right now. Is there a way, Chris, can you take that off? Alright, thanks. Hey, man, how's it going?
Hey, hello.
I was just, why the fuck aren't you the host of this show? I mean, you're the life of this show.
Okay, I'm going to ask you to tone down that language. We don't want the F-bombs on here.
You know what? It sounds like a lot of people are calling up about your show here, Carl. I think they could stand to laugh a little bit more.
No,
I mean,
no, but seriously, your hard issues. I mean, it's not even issues. Freedom of speech. It's something we were granted.
The thing is, this is my program, and I can run it any way I want. If you guys want to have something and maybe call it like...
No, it's just that...
Call it maybe...
You're running... This is the most bullshit thing I've ever seen.
Why would you say that? If you want to start a show and call it like Today's Issues and have the issues you want, then go
But
ahead.
I don't want to do that because it's a dumb shit idea.
Today's Issues with Luke from Sacramento. Why don't you fucking... or?
No, you shut the fuck up. This is the most...
You're on Hard Issues. Go ahead with Carl Ghomeshi.
Carl, it sounds like you're losing control of your own show here.
For the call, and we're going to move on to our next caller. Go ahead.
Hey, wait, am I like on the internet?
You are. You're live on Hard Issues with
Oh.
Carl Ghomeshi.
Okay, first let me say hi to Beauty Post Francis. And, wait, so what's Johnny Depp doing? Like, what's he debating?
Oh, well, if you're referring to our guest, Johnny Rock, he is a controversial comedian.
Oh, well, like, that's fine. I mean, if people want to pay to see it, then let them do it. I mean,
Okay, so even though if it's racial humor?
yeah. I mean,
'Cause some
that's the only
people
type of
could-
funny humor
Yeah,
there is.
like if I say something like, "Why are nigs like sperm?" and I say only 1 in a million actually work, like that's funny to you, right?
But couldn't,
Yeah,
Exactly.
pretty
but
cool.
couldn't that be
That guy's a total bro. I like him.
couldn't that be interpreted as hate?
Nah, that's not hate, dude. He's just joking around. And as long as he doesn't go like
It's-
to the
it's-
nigger or
it's all
something,
about
it's not a big of a deal.
All right. Well, we'd like to thank you.
Well,
for,
maybe we could get an opinion of if there was a black caller that would like to call in and give their view on this.
That
and
would
let's
be
see what
interesting.
they say. So
If we could, thank you for your call. That would be interesting if we could actually get an African American caller or a Chinese American or of the sort. By the way, on Twitter is really lighting up. Someone called the long-haired Skrillex. Another one just says plain old Skrillex. Take that for what it's worth, whatever that's supposed to mean. We're gonna move on now. Go ahead. You're on Hard Issues.
What's up? This is Anders, baby. I got a question for Johnny.
Okay.
Yeah, I recently went to go see you at a comedy club in West Sacramento.
all right, yeah. That would have been about a few months back, but yeah.
I want to say that joke about you and that penis and that dead baby's butt just got me off my feet and got my swag all jacked up.
All right. We don't want to. We don't want to refer to
Oh,
any
thanks,
kind of.
man. Thank you. Thank
We don't
you.
want to
That's-
refer to
thank
any
you.
kind of humor like that on this show.
Oh,
That-
you need
let
to
me,
relax,
let me just
man.
make something perfectly clear that this is Hard Issues with Carl Ghomeshi. It's not Let's Be as Sick as We Can with Carl Ghomeshi. So we do have standards here, even though it's 21 plus, okay? And I don't care what this guy's act is. It doesn't mean that this show has to...
Tell you, all you need is 3 things to be funny. One of them's a dead baby, and the other one's a dick. I'm not going to tell you what the third thing is.
Go
Use
ahead,
your
caller.
imagination.
You're on the air with Carl Ghomeshi.
Hi, I recently called about the niggers' house burning down. I want to say I'm all fucking fired up. It wasn't even a joke. I can't believe you fuckers took it as a joke. And people started calling in, and I'm seeing tweets about it. I'm just so fucking pissed.
Okay, here's the thing. If I hear the N-word one more time or the F-word one more time, then Hard Issues is done for the evening. And next time we're going to come back with the topic will be salmonella in today's... You said you were going to control this. No. Go ahead, caller.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have one thing to say.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a working comedian right now,
Okay.
and I've tried so hard to be the very best that no one ever was. And
All
to
those
get
are
their attention is my real test, and to get trained is my cause. And I've traveled across the land, searching far and wide, but oh my God, screw it, nigger.
No, I didn't. No, it's fucking bullshit. No, this is fucking bullshit. All right, we are back on Hard Issues, and I would just like to apologize to our regular viewers. This show is a journalistic show that has a certain standards that we try and adhere to, and they haven't been adhered to tonight. And I'd just like to apologize to everybody who may have been offended. We knew going in it was going to be controversial, but we feel it has gotten out of hand. We're going to try one more segment, and or ask people one more time to just keep it civil. All right, and we're going to take a call. And go ahead, caller. You're on the air.
Okay. Yes, so you guys are debating free speech, right?
More or less, yeah. I think that is the root of the matter here.
Okay, well, I like to put it in the words of Base God, who's my favorite. Bitches think I'm Base God, everything foreign. Bitch suck my dick, I'm Ralph Lauren. Okay, well, that right there is coming from a nigger. And that just proves that free speech should be, like, taken super seriously, right? Because we would praise be the Base God.
That came from a nigger, exactly. This is exactly what I'm talking about.
And I'm asking you to tone that. Don't say that word anymore, okay? We don't want to hear that word.
Okay. All right.
You might use it in your act. Skrillex, you might use that in your act, but we don't use it on Hard Issues. You were on the air.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you, caller?
Hi, how are you? Oh, fuck, it took forever to get through here.
Well, you're on now. Do you have a comment or a question for our guest?
Yeah, I have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
What hangs upside down and has a little dick?
What?
What hangs upside down and has a little dick? A bat. Now what has a big dick and hangs up?
What?
Now what has a big dick and hangs up?
Go ahead. You're on Hard Issues with Johnny Rock and Carl Ghomeshi.
Yeah, I would just like to say to the guest that, you know, I respect his freedom of speech and all, but to him, you know, don't you think you're being a little hypocritical?
Can you address that, Johnny?
In what way?
Well, I mean, that wicker chair you're sitting in, only a nigger would own that.
All right,
that tree behind you, that's only something the nigger would buy to put in their house. I mean, come on, man.
Where did he go? No, he's not on the camera. Hello? No, I don't know. He's not. Is it still live? Carl, are you there?
All right, so I'm just coming back long enough to let everybody know that Hard Issues is now finished. There will never be another Hard Issues ever again. We tried to do something a little edgy here, and it got way out of control. And I have had personal insults towards myself. I've been referred to as a homo sapien, and I have had the N-word said over and over and over and over and over and over. I've had no cooperation from my producer, Chris Kirkland, who put up pornographic images on here. We have had a guest who's been a real son of a bitch. He's been talking foul.
You invited me here, Carl.
But you talked foul. You talked bad about, and then I'm getting Twitter saying everything from I'm on the internet to Ghomeshi is gay to someone somehow made us put a swastika.
You invited me to join you on the show.
Someone figured out how to get a swastika in a tweet, and I don't know how the hell they did that, but I saw it go across.
You invited me onto the show.
There's nothing to laugh at here. No more Hard Issues ever again. And I'm saying this right now to Jim Conway at CVT, that Jim, I am through with Hard Issues. No more. What are you fucking laughing at? There's no more Hard Issues. That's the joke here. Ha.
I'm just trying to. You invited me onto the show. You knew the kind of material that I had when you invited me here. So don't put this on. This had nothing to do with me.
It's not all your fault, but it's mostly the callers and the tweeters and the chatters, because I've been watching the chat too, and I'm seeing laughter nonstop. I saw one that said F off. Like, this is un-effing believable. F off N is what it says. F off N. I mean, this is BS, okay? One guy claiming he's from Bel Air. Clearly it's a joke, all right? F off.
Right, well, I'm out of here then.
I am out of here too. Hard Issues is done. And then somebody even sent me a picture of Freddie Mercury.
Okay, well, I don't know exactly what to say here or what to do. I mean, you asked me to Skype join you on Skype, and I did. So, whatever.
Well, I wish I could say thank you for your time.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
And to our callers, I wish I could say thanks for your calls. And to the Twitters, I wish I could say thanks for your Twitter. But I just can't. So, no more Hard Issues. Good night, and maybe you could do something else with your Saturdays.
Right. Okay, well, you know what? Fuck you. Fuck this.
No, it's fucking bullshit. No, it's fucking bullshit. I heard you said you could screen this. You said it was on a delay, that you could take out the N-word. There was jokes about babies. You even put a pornographic picture up on the screen, for Christ's sake, Chris. I mean, what is this? No, I am absolutely done. I'm going to pursue television.
Yo. Nigger, cock suck my dick, you faggot fuckface. Richard Burnish and Steve, what's the fuck his name is gay. Anders out, motherfucker. You guys are cocks. I'm on the internet. You